How's it going? First Alert Meteorologist Fred Campagna on a Monday evening, one that is cooling down pretty quickly out there. So it is going to be a chilly night, at least by mid to late April standards. It'll be falling into the 30s for some. It looks like 40s though inside the perimeter. And after the cool start on Tuesday, we'll watch that temperature warm up pretty nicely as we go through the afternoon. So let's get back to that live look here. Just beautiful out there right now. Taking a peek from the top end of the perimeter. I'll show you a couple of the cameras. Oh, we have our Lake Lanier camera back up. What's that looking like right now? Pretty. Nearly full moon. That's right. Full moon is when? Is it tonight? Let's find out. It is tomorrow, the 23rd. So tomorrow is April's full moon. It's the full pink moon, right? I think that has to do with phlox, a little ground covering at this time of the year that's out there in abundance. What else do we have to show you? Let's take a look at Centennial Olympic Park. That's cool. Looking good. Golden hour right now. Happy Earth Day to everybody. There's another great shot of that nearly full moon rising. How about one more? Let's get one more in there. Beautiful. Everywhere we look, we can see that nearly full moon rising. So can we see it too if we go to Stone Mountain? No, we cannot see it. Marietta, what do you look like at this point? Looking good. Sunset coming up here in just a little bit. All right, so beautiful out there right now. Can't show you Truist Park right now because the Braves are in that game as we speak. But if you want to go check out the Braves in the next couple of nights, Marlins, I believe, are in town, and the weather looks great tomorrow evening. 70 degrees first pitch, 7:20. Seventh inning, about 62 degrees. So light jacket or sweatshirt probably not be a bad idea by the end of that game. And on Wednesday, more clouds around. I don't think there's going to be any rain for the game, but still really pleasant weather at the ballpark, one of the best ballparks in all of Major League Baseball, Truist Park. If you can get out of work early, head over to the Battery. I don't think these midweek games are sold out. Be surprised if they were. So probably some tickets available. But let's get back to that cold weather that we're going to experience tonight, and that's that temperature falling to as cold as about 34 up in Fannin, Union, Towns County. So Hiawassee, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, Higdon, and then up in Clay County in North Carolina, all under the gun for some frost overnight tonight. So keeping an eye out for that with the cold temperatures settling in. It's still comfortably cool outside right now, 60 to 65 across most of North Georgia. A couple of spots are a little bit cooler, upper 50s, Eatonton, mid-50s right now in Blairsville, and we just saw that crystal clear sky. That bodes well for us for tomorrow. We'll enjoy a lot of sunshine, so definitely looking forward to that. Temperatures early in the day, West Georgia, far northwest suburbs, Canton, Cartersville, Cedartown, Carrollton, all in the upper 30s at sunrise. Sunrise 6:57 on your Tuesday morning. 40 degrees Fayetteville, 40 for Covington. So some of the outlying areas south of Atlanta, east of Atlanta, Commerce about 40 degrees to start. Athens around 42. So a nip in the air first thing. That'll make you feel alive in the morning, but a quick warm up is ahead. For tomorrow afternoon. See the coldest temperatures there, northwest and north Georgia, Blairsville down to about 34 degrees. Normal lows 54 will be about 7 to 8 degrees colder than that in Atlanta to start the day. But by 2 o'clock in the afternoon with a lot of blue sky, the temperature is in the low to mid 70s. So beautiful weather ahead for us on your Tuesday afternoon. Heading into Wednesday, you'll notice some clouds come into the picture here. There's a front, a weak one, that'll be approaching. It won't be nearly as chilly tomorrow night and into Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, highs will be in the mid-70s with partly cloudy skies. Cannot rule out a stray shower on Wednesday. We have a 20% risk of rain, so overall things are looking pretty quiet for us as we go through this week. Could be a few clouds around on Thursday. I don't expect any rain, though. Watching well south of Atlanta, you can see down around Troop, Meriwether, Upson County area. A couple of showers can't be ruled out. We'll watch that disturbance. Some computer models have that disturbance farther to the south and outside of our area. High temperature trend this week, near normal for a few days. Normal high 75. Today we were in the mid 60s, so definitely milder tomorrow afternoon. And then some upper 70s Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame, close to 80 degrees. But what about rain chances? I think for the most part, they're pretty low. Right now, it looks like nothing more than spotty showers. In fact, total rain expected over the next 6-7 days. Probably a tenth of an inch or less throughout our area, so that's next to nothing. But we'll watch on Wednesday and Friday. And right now we have no chance of rain Saturday and Sunday, but I'm also keeping an eye on that as we go through the weekend. I don't want to completely rule out the chance of a shower or two Saturday, Sunday, but something for us to watch. Here's Atlanta's most accurate 7-day forecast, and it's a nice one as we head through essentially the end of April. So it takes us to the 29th of April. What does early May look like? Let's take a little look, see what it might look like. Get you some temperatures up here. So here's our overall weather pattern. See how we're relatively cool early Tuesday, but as the week goes on, we start to see that warmer air build in. One thing we're watching for over the weekend is see the Carolinas, or at least North Carolina, on Friday. Little wedge of some cooler air, so we've got to keep an eye on that. Right now it looks like it stays out of most of our area, but it could sneak down into northeast Georgia over part of the weekend or late in the work week. But overall, I think we stay pretty mild, and there's some warmer weather starting to build by the middle of next week in the Rockies, Four Corners states, into the central United States. And overall, this is what the weather pattern, the weather temperature trend looks like for early May. This is an 8 to 14 day forecast. So this takes us from about the 29th, 30th of April through the first 4 or 5 days of May. And warmer than normal weather is likely for most of the U.S., including the central and southeastern United States. So what does that mean at this time of the year? Well, it's still early, but I'd say possibly looking at temperatures that might be in the mid-80s next week. So we've already seen some of that. I think we might have more of it coming our way as we go through next week. Again, that's not the 7-day forecast just yet, but you can see a 10-day forecast all the time on our Atlanta News First Alert Weather app. So you get a three bonus days on there. We do update the days 8, 9, and 10 on the app with our forecast, not just a computer-generated forecast. So you might want to check that out. What else can we talk about here in the last minute or two? How about the pollen count? I know some people are still wondering about that. Overall, it's not as high as it was. So there it is right there. 197 was the pollen count today. Still technically high, but that's the lower end of high. Grass pollens are low, weed pollens are low, mold spores are high, tree pollens are high. Did have that rain over the weekend and those chilly temperatures yesterday, so no surprise to see the mold spores coming up a little bit, but for the most part, pollen is becoming less and less of a problem. Commute forecast for tomorrow morning. I mentioned that sunrise at 6:57, so watch out for some sun glare early tomorrow. Temperatures between about 38 and 46 degrees. The bus stop first thing tomorrow. Temperatures will generally be in the middle 40s by about 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock in the morning. And by tomorrow afternoon, temperatures are climbing up into the middle 70s with a lot of blue sky. So good day to maybe get the kids out of the house, get them off to the playground. Look at those temperatures climbing. Noontime, a very pleasant 66 degrees. 71 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then by 5 o'clock, the temperature is still in the 70s, about 74 degrees. That's our forecast high temperature for tomorrow. But that's about it. That's about what we have going on weather-wise. So started off this spring pretty active weather-wise, and things have quieted down a little bit. Looks like a really nice stretch of weather overall over the next 10 to 14 days, maybe a couple of speed bumps along the way, but I don't see any major weather systems coming our way. I don't see anything that's going to give us any real steady rain and cool temperatures like we saw during the day on Sunday, or at least through Sunday midday. So that's good news. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday. And First Alert Meteorologist Patrick Pete, he'll be back here on your ANF Plus update starting tomorrow. So have a good one. Take care.